letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the tight end goes in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dixon going off tackle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A dump off for Dixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Complete to Kelly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 more there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. Gets around him. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Swift. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The give running right, Dixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
$11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll get it to Dixon, running left. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second and 13. Complete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Flush to his right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for second down.
Ready.
On the toss, coming left, Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Okay,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right on the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here we go.
2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Up the middle they go with Dixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first and goal, Dixon. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Ready, break.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. They'll look to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
18,
Second and long. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Cardinals 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Check smash, check smash.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon.
Ready, break.
Complete to number 47. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check, 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 check. Left wing 19. 19 right. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw again. This is intercepted.
And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go, here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Hold it ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18 rattle, 18 rattle. Hey, smash circle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals,
it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.